Here I'm going to show you how to make a big picot filling. It's also very popular. You can also call it a double picot filling, but it's not the same as the other double picot filling. In the other double picot filling, you had 2 picots on each loop, whereas here you've got a very big one and you're also using a double crochet. For this background, on this one I used number 60 thread and a 0.6mm hook, but to show you I'm going to be using number 10 thread and a 1mm hook. It's advisable to use a smaller hook than what you normally use because your work needs to be quite tight so that the picots stand out nicely. So to start, I've prepared a chain. To make this, you're going to have to make a double picot, so that means you're going to make a picot and crochet around it and make a second picot. So to start, make a single crochet, so we've got a corner, chain 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now you make a slip stitch from the 5th chain from the hook. And now crochet 3, 1, 2, 3, and make a slip stitch at the end of the picot. So here you see you have a much bigger picot and it's nice and flat. Chain 2 more and make a double crochet in the 9th stitch from the beginning. So 1, 2, 3. So here's our first loop. So chain 9, 1, 2. Now make a picot in the 5th from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3. And now we make a slip stitch at the end. Chain 2 and a double crochet in the 9th. So here we have the second one. I'm making the last one on the second row. And so now again I'll chain 5 first. 1, 2, 3, 5, and then I carry on 9 and a double picot, 2 and a double crochet. And that's the 3rd row. So here we reach the last one on the 3rd row, and you've got a larger loop than you would normally have, but don't worry about it, just do the same again. Make the double crochet after the picot. I'll do a few more rows and then you'll be able to see what it looks like. So here we are. I've made a few rows and you can see how it turns out. It's a very forgiving background or infill because it is irregular, so you can easily adapt it to work around the motif, but it's also nice to work just as a ribbon, and it looks good. So as you can see, they're very large motif. They're very large picots.